So fuck it, I built a real system that prints 10K a month without having to touch it at all anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you a full breakdown of everything that I'm doing to build this AI system and infrastructure and put it into a client's business that's literally paying cash every single month. And before we jump into it, I'm just gonna show you guys some more proof of results here. As you can see, 41 grand here and 18K here for another one for another client as well. But jumping into it, fuck it, 0 to 10K a month selling AI systems. A little full course, right? So to be able to get results like this, first thing is just the AI infrastructure model. Like most people sell one-off AI agents. I sell systems that solve expensive problems. And I know a lot of you guys right now are seeing like a bunch of people online, and what they're doing is they have it set up to where it's like one agent that looks like this, right? It's very simple. Excuse my handwriting, but it just isn't enough. Like it's not enough. Like people aren't going to pay you that much money anymore. And I can't stress this enough. You want to know why? Because AI agents are becoming less and less valuable. You can check this out because if you go to something like Fiverr and you type in AI agents, right? You literally have people selling it for $100 here. People proud to sell these for $100, and people are going to choose the less expensive, $90, $150. I'm seeing max over here is $500. Do you really want to start a business with the max you can sell something is $500? Like if you literally sit down and you do the math, selling it for $500 doesn't make any sense. Like you're literally just gonna go broke. You have to sell multiple people, and it's just not useful. It's way better to just get one client and do the AI infrastructure model and the AI system model. And just think about it like this. Instead of selling things for low amounts of money using the flawed AI agent model that everyone and every guru on YouTube is telling you to do, the AI agents because it's simple. No, why don't you sell one AI infrastructure, right? An AI system for more money than all of this together, right? It makes way more sense because then all you need is one client versus having to sell an AI system, which requires 6 clients, right? Way less work because you're reaching out to the same amount of people. So it makes more sense is for you to go towards here. And that's what I did. I was selling a bunch of different AI agents to 10, 12, 13 different people. And I was only scratching the surface. Right? It was only until then I started reaching out for bigger deals, bigger rev share deals, and being able to sell only one client to make as much money as 6, as much money as 8. And that's what you need to do. So I know a lot of things that you guys are probably wondering and asking is like, oh, what about the niche? What about the niche? So the niche is for this specific client. I have other clients too as well, just to be transparent with you guys. But this one that I'm showing right here is this client runs a successful in-person flooring business. They wanted more than just labor-heavy work. They wanted to start a digital coaching arm, selling knowledge, hosting in-person workshops, and scaling without a bloated team. So their goal at first was to make 20K a month, but as you guys know from the intro, we well passed that shit because that's just what I do. And then in revenue with minimal team, they want to maximize the margins with a minimal team pretty much, and they want to maximize revenue, of course. This is, for example, one of the workshops I can show you guys, just like the example of the flooring work that they do. But moving on into it, I always think about like when I'm talking to people, I remember how the call went. And big things that they wanted is they already had a team. They didn't want to really hire out another team. So they wanted to have, just like a very minimal team. We'll just have that here, just a couple little people at most. And then another thing as well, to have a minimal team, what that also brings, and I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video is very smart, it brings higher, profit margins that way. So thinking about it in retrospect, what we now have is a specific, it's not a problem, but they want to, in terms, automate everything, but that takes more than what? It takes more than a system, because to automate everything, you can't just have one little system that's like, okay, here's my AI agent. This is something you fix with a system. This is something you fix with the whole entire infrastructure, right? They had attention and they had in-person interest, but they didn't have an infrastructure. And what I mean by that is, look, they had no CRM, so there was no way to manage leads. And then now also, what we do is they had no consistent follow-up, right? Also, no automated way to nurture and close leads, and no back end to run fulfillment and support without hiring staff. So This right here, as you can see, yes, you can maybe make one AI agent for a CRM, and maybe you can make an AI agent to follow up. But to have all four of these and to solve all four of these to achieve the goals that we wanted to achieve up here, right? You can't do it with this. You need to do it with this. You need a full, entire, like you literally need to make sure everything is interconnecting instead of a simple thing that looks like this, like a simple NAN node that looks like this with it all just lined up to one thing. It needs to be more like this, like something where everything is interconnected to it, right? Where everything works together at once. That is what you need to be making for clients. That's what's going to actually get client results too as well, is something that you can make that's all interconnected. It's connected here, it's connected here, it's connected here, right? It's connected here, and then it's connected all the way around. That is what a real system looks like. Because no matter what happens, no matter what comes in, no matter what angle it comes in from, it will always stay the same. It'll always stay the same. Shit looks like a damn solar system, right? It's because it's going to stay the same. And that is what a lot of people are paying a lot of money for right now and a lot of results for, right? So the offer I made them, what I pitched them was this. What if I built you a complete AI backend that handled everything from lead gen to onboarding without needing to hire a team? That was the pitch. Not a bot, not an agent, a full AI operation system. And they literally, it was a no-brainer for them. They're like, yep, let's do it, 100%. I negotiated the deal. I knew that this was going to make a lot of money. So I did a setup fee at first, and then I got a rev share from them. So I charged money to get it set up. So I make money up front, but then also I get a rev share. So this system, because you're creating a system that never fails, that will continue to run, what then happens is I get paid for it every single month over and over again. And just stay with me. I'll show you guys how it works and what it looks like in real time. So what we use to run the machine. So we have NAN. That's, of course, everything that's running it. If you guys want to be able to use a lot of these workflows to put it into a infrastructure, you can check the link in the description. I have everything down there where you can just literally copy and paste everything, but we're just doing a case study on this video. We have a Typeform. So what the Typeform does, it collects leads and clients as well. It just honestly collects data. I just had one go off on my phone right now, actually. Gmail, automated email follow-up, Google Sheets for just like data storage, right? But also we use Go High Level for the CRM, by the way, and then Claude as well for, AI support with the email writing and the workflow. And let me show you what that looks like. So inside of the CRM, it's going to look like this. As you can see here, the AI infrastructure will go through and update every single one of these here, right? And what that looks like is like this. It's very simple. A lot of them go through, right? They land here, they click to apply if they want to come to the workshop, and they go through and they fill out a very simple Typeform application. This Typeform application, we'll just ask them some questions. We'll put test here just so you can see, right? Very hands-on. Think about how much time they're saving, because usually for someone to go through and ask all these specific questions, that takes a while. That's for a staff right there, right? This is the most foolproof way to literally only do it when you have 1 or 2 staff members max, right? I go through, I fill out this application. Let me just fill this out real quick. And then I go through and I submit, and then it just lets me land here. But watch, check this out. So this is a very simple Slack channel. But what happens is I have a team member in here that can see this, right? This is the only person that can see this. And it's pretty much the one single sales rep that we have in here, right? As you can see, it got updated as soon as I sent it, test, right? test@gmail.com, right? So that's the thing. Just like that, it's already sent over into there. But check this out. Boom, over in the applied category, I don't know if you can see, but test right here just got updated into there, right? So as you can see, this simple infrastructure that we have set up here it's already notified a new lead has come in, right? It notified a new lead has come in, and it has updated itself and inside of the CRM. So look, we're already there. This system has already done these two things that usually you have a VA do, right? Two VAs do, or another sales rep can do. No, they keep the profit margins themselves to run that, right? I'm getting profit because I'm the one running it, and they're not stressing because instantly things are moving inside of their business. Things are literally moving inside of their business. And you see, when that happens, something else is happening too as well. What then happens is that we're getting a personalized email from ourselves, and it's literally giving us the option to go ahead and book a call through this Calendly here, right? Once you go through and book a call, what this will look like is this. Let me just put in just my name. Yes, I'll be able to show. Let me just put that in right here, and I'll schedule the event. Look, we scheduled the event. What will then happen is we'll get another notification. Let's go ahead and look at the CRM real quick. Boom, as you can see right here, Kyle, sales call booked, right here. As you can see, it just updated again inside of the CRM. So this literally is saving them so much time and just opportunity because it's just quick, it's fast. And guess who's behind that calendar? The one single person on this whole entire team is being paid for this. Only one person is being paid for this, right? Because there's only one person on the payroll, and that's for them to take the call. What then happens is they go through, they take the call, right? They go through and they take the call. Boom. Money's collected, or they get pushed down into a follow-up sequence. That simple. They don't have to touch anything else. All the traffic is taken care of. It's literally a full entire ecosystem. Because what then happens is over here, as you can see, we have a solid niche, right? We have a solid niche. Plus, we have solid traffic. And then we have a system that literally just takes care of itself, right? The system literally is just going from here to here, right? To here. And it's just never stopping. It's just going over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? And it's never stopping. It's never stopping. And that's the beautiful thing about it. The thing is this would take at least 4 different employees. I shit you not. Like literally at least 4 different employees this would take to go ahead and make something like this spin. And we're literally doing it with one entire system and infrastructure. And that's why it's getting us results that you can see here. Well worth paying to get something like this set up. And see, the way that this was priced, it's not some stupid ass $500 AI agent. We don't do that. This was a rev share deal. I get paid based on how well the system performs. So every time that the system's moving and churning around, if you go through that form and then it goes through everything else, I'm getting paid for it, right? I'm getting paid for it every single time. When you make these and you sit, most of the time you could just sit back and not do anything after you do all the hard work in the beginning, right? There's no cap. The more they make, the more I make. So when my client's income looks like this, right? Starts here and then it's continuously climbing up and it looks like this. My income is following it as well because I literally have a rev share. So I'm incentivized to help them. And we're incentivized to be a partner. That's why AI systems are so much better than these stupid one-off agents that are being sold for $10 in a lollipop. We don't want to do that shit, right? And it's fully passive. I don't have to touch it. You saw when I filled everything through the form, everything was already moving. Calls were getting booked in. Everything was moving around the CRM, right? Everything was moving. And that's the front end system that I have set up there. Right? So if you want to be able to do this too, here's how you copy this model. First, you need to pick a niche with high margins and low tech, right? And you build a backend that handles lead capture, follow-up, booking, and fulfillment, right? You use tools like NA and Claude to power it, and then you pitch the outcome and not the tech, right? Offer rev shares or high ticket depending on the client size, right? And picking a niche is super simple. Use this formula that I created. Does it have high lead flow? A lot of times something that has high lead flow is content creators, home service businesses, or B2C SaaS companies, right? Does it have high value contracts, which is real estate, lawyers, or private equity? Or does it have high friction admin, which is medical offices, insurance agencies, or government agencies, right? You need to have niche validation plus an interactive worksheet as well. And also you want to be able to validate the niche. So just think, okay, well, what do I know? right? If there's industry experience or past job experience. Who do I know? If it's only family or friends in business or clients from other work, or what's broken, like manual follow-ups or missed opportunities. One thing that I know very well is I know content creators well, I know home service well, and I know B2C SaaS companies very well. This is like my bread and butter, where literally I make all of my money here, right? And what happened is this all worked out because I went after home service that also turned into some content creators. And what I mean by that is the home service business. I actually have a friend that does flooring, right? And I knew them in the business. I knew what was wrong with them. So, I started looking around at some flooring companies, and I found one that actually was creating content, and they wanted to do a in-person workshop. And that's how I got here today with that, right? So I took this, right? I took home service over here. Let me just delete this one so you guys can see. I took this and then I paired it up with this because it made sense. It made sense with who do I know over in that niche. A lot of times you can find something like, okay, think about what you know here, right? Think about what you know, and then think about if it lands in any one of these. And then go into ChatGPT and literally make it create you an idea. It's that simple. I'm literally going here and paste this and be like, ask me questions on this formula so I can find what the best niche is to sell AI systems to, right? It'll go ahead and cook you up a response. It'll read through that. So look, boom, it'll do this. Perfect. Let's treat this like a diagnostic worksheet to extract the most profitable and personally aligned niche to sell AI systems to, right? And I want to be able to walk you guys through this so you know how you guys can do this. So what industries have you worked in, marketed to, or sold to directly? Let's just say this. I worked in the basketball industry with private training. We're just going to say this, like the most popular thing, one thing is basketball that everybody knows it. What type of business models are you intimately familiar with? Course businesses, local services, SaaS, coaching because of basketball, right? Coaching. What do you already understand operationally without needing much research? In this field, everything. Right, super simple. I want you guys to be able to do this on your own, right, and paste this in. Right, do you have any family or friends in any industries? A top chart. I have friends that do content for basketball. Right, have you worked with any past clients? No. Can you name 2 to 3 business owners you can DM today? No. Let's just say for you guys, what's broken? What's the most painful admin ops issue you personally experience? Everything is way too manual. Parts of fulfillment, still manual. Yes, because they're busy outside training. Right? And this isn't, of course, the best example, but I just want to get you guys to show you that this will cook you up something that you can then use. Right? Let's see. Okay, industries, who do you know? Friends in basketball, what's broken, everything manual. Yeah, proximity, not intimate buyers, but that's solvable, right? Recommendation, basketball trainers plus private sports coaches or academies. Why? High lead flow from Instagram, word of mouth, local traffic, manual admin bottlenecks, scheduling, CRM, client onboarding, following up, building, and lead nurturing. Of course, I'm going to be honest, is basketball training going to make you a shit ton of money? No, but think about other niches that you know or someone else knows. Right? For example, I know lawyers, right? I know dentists. That's a way to go to as well, right? But you can also go in the realms of, which ones are content creators that also teach online, right? Or anything like that. Just think about the specific niches and make sure it falls in to any one of these categories, right? And then start plugging and playing and see what you guys cook up. Everybody will be able to cook up their own unique offer that way, right? And final words for this isn't about hype, right? It's not about leverage. You don't need a team, you don't need followers, and you don't even need to learn how to code, right? Because in my other videos too as well, I explain on how to build all the NA and agents your heart desires, right? You need a clear offer, a painful bottleneck to fix, and a repeatable AI system that runs without you. If you want to copy my exact systems, check the description below. Also, what I'm doing is I'm working with people one-on-one. So if you need that extra one-on-one help and that one-on-one access to I can take you to 0 to 10K a month doing this, selling AI infrastructures and systems, go ahead and click the link below and book in a call. Until then, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Take care.